Hello, guys. How are you? All right, I'm going to wait for a few minutes so that more and more people would join, and then we can get the ball rolling. If you are here, let me know in the chat. Yes, I can see some people. All right, while you guys join, let me tell you something. In this live, we're going to have a little chat. I really wanted to see you and hear your questions. I'm going to help you answer some of the questions that you have. And at the same time, we're going to see what happens inside the POC English Academy. Hello, I can see you. Hi. MYMS4H. That was the name. Not the name, the ID. Ranked World F4K. Hello. Welcome. I can see 51 people. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. I'm going to repeat myself. Hello. Hello. I'm going to repeat myself very quickly. In this video, we're not a video. Sorry, I thought I'm recording a video. No, I always have my video equipment here, so I was a bit confused. In this live lesson, we're going to have a little chat. I'm going to help you answer some of your questions, but at the same time, I'm going to show you what happens inside the POC English Academy. As you may know, since yesterday, we have started a 50% discount sale. And in this sale period, you can join by saving 50%. Anyways, let's go back to you guys. Hello. Hi. I very love your videos. I very thank you so much. I love your videos very much. That's the correct way of saying it. What's up, Theodore? That's the name. Higgins, hi. Hello. Welcome. 95 people. Excellent. Guys, let me start by asking you one thing. What is your current English level? Let me know in the chat. Hi, everyone. What's your current English level? Beginner, intermediate, advanced. I'm going to also start a poll. I think I can start it from here. Yes. Start a poll. Yep. What is your English level? Beginner, intermediate, advanced, or let's not go to advanced. Upper intermediate, advanced. Start a poll. Take part, everyone. I want to see your current English level. There's the poll over here. Go ahead and take part. Intermediate. I would assume that most of you guys are lower intermediate to intermediate. Of course, some of you will be advanced, some of you would be upper intermediate, but the majority would fall into the intermediate, lower intermediate category. As you can see, so far, 46% intermediate. Yes, I know you guys very well. We've been working together here for about 4 years now. 5 years, actually. This is the 5th year. I started the channel in 2021, September 2021, and then September 2022, 3, 4, September 2025. Last September was the 4th year. Now we're in the 5th year. And I remember I was able to get this from YouTube in about 4 or 5 months. 4 or 5 months. After 4 or 5 months, we passed the 100,000 threshold and we received this one. And then after 9 months, I got this, the golden bar, thanks to you guys. And now we are at around 4 million subscribers. It's a huge community and a very big family. I'm really grateful. Okay, back to you guys. Yes, as you see in the result of the poll, how many people? 105 people have participated. The majority are either beginner or intermediate. You see 36% plus 44%. That's like 80%. 80% of the students in this live lesson, and I can assume that most of the students of our channel fall into the categories of beginner or intermediate. Lovely. Let me end the poll. Now, here comes the second question. Here comes the second question. And I'm sure I can guess the answer, but let's have it a go. What is your learning goal? Why do you want to learn English? Very clear. Speak English fluently, improve my career, study abroad, and just for fun. Take part in the second poll. So the first poll, you clearly said that your level is either beginner or intermediate. About 20% of the students were upper intermediate and advanced, but the majority, about 80%, were either beginner, lower intermediate, or intermediate. That was question one. The second question is about your learning goal. Why do you want to learn English? And I can say with very high possibility and very high confidence that the majority of those who want to learn English aim at speaking fluently. That's your goal. You want to speak English fluently. So far, as you can see, 57% of you have chosen speak English fluently. And of course, as you can see in the goals, by speaking fluently, you would improve your career. You would be able to study abroad and you would be able to have fun. So it's kind of like, a big umbrella speaking fluently. That's a very big umbrella. And under this umbrella, you can do all sorts of things. Somebody said, I want to learn English to reach my goal in my life, but I'm trying a lot to improve my skills. What is that goal in your life? What is it? That's the question. To try to improve my life. That's a very good goal, actually, because learning English, I'm not talking about just any other languages. I'm just talking about English as the international language. Learning English will open doors of opportunity to you. That's for sure. It changed my life. It will change your life. I promise. I experienced that. I went through that. I saw how it affected my life. I saw how it changed and totally transformed my life. And I'm sure it will happen to you. Just keep going. As you can see, 126 people have participated in 2 minutes, and 58% have said, I want to improve my English because I want to speak English fluently. Now, here comes the interesting question. Let me end the poll. Here comes the very interesting question. What's your biggest, or let's say, what's your weakest skill in English? Your weakest skill: vocabulary, grammar. Again, I can guess your responses already. Speaking, listening. Go ahead. Take part in this in the third poll, guys. Third poll is up. Take part. What's your weakest skill in English? Vocabulary, grammar, speaking, or what was the other one? Listening. I wanted to add another option, but well, yeah, I wasn't able to. As you can see, most of you guys have chosen speaking. Very clear, right? That's a very clear signal. 46, 45%, 46% have said speaking. The majority, by far the majority. So let me wrap this up now. Listen carefully. Listen carefully, guys. Listen very carefully. You guys have, that was poll number one. Poll number one. You said that you are beginner or lower intermediate or intermediate, right? Below the intermediate level. Two, you said your main goal is to improve your speaking fluency. And third, you said that your weakest skill in English is speaking. So, you want to improve your life. and you want to learn English so that you are fluent, and you've been learning English for God knows how long, a year, 2 years. I recently did a poll of a survey of more, and more than 2,000 people participated. And the majority, more than 70%, said that they had been studying English for about 2 years prior to taking part in the survey, which means usually the average student studies for about 2 years and is still lacking in fluency. All right. You want to be fluent, but you are not fluent. What is the reason? I want to ask you, let me end the poll. I want to ask you here. You study and study and study and study. You want to be fluent, but you are not. On paper, you're good. Your vocabulary is okay. Your grammar is acceptable, but you cannot speak. Why is it? Let me know in the chat. Why is it that you are not fluent yet? Why not? Talk to me. You are a good teacher. Thank you. All right. Give me your comments. Come on, guys. Because I am not a studies. Because I don't study. Well, that's one thing. If you're lazy, that's up to you. You want to be fluent, but you don't try. So that's up to you. I'm embarrassed. That's very important. Let me write it down. Let me write it down, guys. I want to write down all the important things that you bring up. Embarrassed. Very, very important question. Theodore Higgins, you said you are embarrassed. Embarrassed of what? What makes you embarrassed? Let me know. Somebody said, I'm afraid of making mistakes. Good. I'm going to talk about it. I feel shy. It's kind of like embarrassed. I may assume that even Theodore meant shy, not embarrassed. But let's see. Lack of confidence. Thinking in English. I can't think in English. What else? I don't have a speaking partner. Very good. No speaking partner. What else? For those of you who have recently joined, my question is, why is it that you have studied English for a very long time, but you are still not fluent? Lack of dizziness? No. Lack of exercise? I think I can't because around me, many intelligent people. So it's about being shy, being afraid of making mistakes in front of more like in front of people who you label as intelligent. But I would assume you are no less in intelligence compared to them. Why would you think that? I'm afraid I won't understand if someone asks me something. Gisela, very good comment. Very good comment. Very good comment. Afraid of not understanding. And then you would have to say, sorry, what? But that's fine. All right, I'm going to talk about it. No social confidence. No social confidence. Lack of discipline, that's another issue. If you lack discipline, if you don't have the motivation, if you don't try, if you don't study, that's another issue. It's on you. You are lazy. You are being lazy. You are not trying. That's up to you. If you're lazy, if you're not trying, if you don't have the discipline to study, that's on you. All right. We're talking about another issue, and the issue is you study and you try hard, but you cannot speak fluently. That's another issue. So if you are lazy, you have decided not to study and you have decided not to try. And so as a result, you're facing the consequences. You are not fluent. That's up to you. If you have the discipline, if you try hard, if you study every day, but you're still not fluent, that's the problem. And I'm here to help. Lack of practice. Finally, I was looking for this. Why didn't you mention lack of practice? You don't practice. All right, I'm going to talk about it. All right, guys, enough, enough. Thank you, thank you. I think I have a very good I think I have a very good understanding of the issues that you brought up. Let me help you. Let me summarize. A lot of you mentioned, I'm embarrassed. I'm afraid of making mistakes. I'm afraid of making a fool of myself in front of more intelligent people. I'm shy. I lack confidence. All of these refer to one problem. One problem. Being afraid of making mistakes. Why are you not confident? Because you feel like if I speak in English, I may make a mistake. And if I make a mistake, people are going to think that I'm stupid. Okay, let me be very clear. First of all, nobody is going to think that you are stupid because you are not fluent. Nobody. Why? Very easy to say. Because English is not your mother tongue. English was not my mother tongue. I learned it. I'm a non-native English speaker. I learned it. English is not my mother tongue. English is not your mother tongue. It's your second or even your third language. It's valuable. Let me give you another example. I want to learn to play the guitar. If I pick up the guitar right now, you know that I don't know how to play the guitar. It's my first time ever. So I take the guitar and I start playing the tune, and it's terrible. Would you think that I'm stupid? No. You think that this is a guy who's trying to learn to play the guitar. He or she is not stupid. He or she is trying to learn something new. Exactly the same with you. So, first of all, I want you to have a change of mindset. Change your mindset, change your paradigm. Don't think about, don't be afraid of making mistakes. And don't think that other people will laugh at you if you make a mistake. Do not think about that. But it's easier said than done. Let's put that aside. Second, if you are afraid of making mistakes, this is a very big problem. If you are afraid of making mistakes, you will never try to speak. And if you never try to speak, you would never improve your speaking. That's a vicious cycle. You're afraid of making mistakes, so you don't speak. You don't speak, so you don't make mistakes. You don't make mistakes, you can't improve your mistakes. You can't improve your mistakes, you can't improve your speaking. It's a vicious cycle. So the first step, to hell with what other people may think about you. Speak. It's your second or third language. Speak. All right. That's a change of mindset, change of paradigm. And that was a very big problem I talked about. But I'm not done. Here's a very good thing. Very good strategy. If you are shy, if you are an introvert like me, if you do not have that socials, the social skill needed to have a conversation in another language with other people, if you don't have a speaking partner, if you are afraid of being judged by other people, and if you are afraid of making mistakes in front of other people, these problems belong to the past. They belong to 2021. Why? Because now we have AI. AI will never judge you. AI will never laugh at you for making mistakes. So you wouldn't need even you don't even need social skills to talk to AI. Just open whatever you have, ChatGPT or I don't know, Gemini. I've recently switched to Gemini, so let's test it. I I want to improve. Wait. No, stop. I'm still not used to Gemini. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Gemini. We're about to go live, where you can explore complex topics or ideas.
Oh, this is the first
Brilliant.
time.
Let's get started.
Start.
You can always change
Hi.
your voice in settings later. All right,
Hello.
ready when you are.
I'm ready. Let's speak.
I'm ready too. What would you like to chat about today?
I'm a student. Me English no good. Me want speak English to improve me English.
That's a great goal. I'm happy to help. Don't worry about making mistakes. We're all here to learn. What kind of topics do you find interesting to talk about?
The first thing Gemini said, don't worry about making mistakes. That's the only thing I'm trying to tell you. Do not worry about making mistakes. All right, so that's the biggest concern. If you are afraid of making mistakes, if you are shy, if you don't want to talk to other people, if you don't have anyone to talk to, use Gemini, use ChatGPT, use an AI tool, use whatever you can. It's 2026. Use technology to improve your speaking. Second, that's enough. So problem one is addressed. If you are shy or if you're afraid of mistakes, try AI. Speak with AI. Let's go to the next one. You said, oh my God, I can't even read my own handwriting. So messy. Lack of practice. Oh yeah, let's talk about this. Lack of practice. Guys, I believe that this is the problem most of you are facing. You study and study and study. You read books. You read stories. You do exercises on paper. You write a text. You ask a teacher to give you feedback. You improve your grammar. You do grammar exercises, everything. You listen to podcasts. But you are not fluent. The reason is very clear. Whatever I just mentioned, vocabulary, books, podcasts, doing grammar activities, these are receptive skills. You receive them. You receive them. When you listen to a podcast, you're not speaking, you're not producing anything. You're just receiving the information. When you read, I'm not producing anything. I'm just receiving information, right? And then analyze. When you write, you are producing, but you're not speaking. If you do everything, but you do not want, sorry, what did I say? I got distracted. If you do everything, but you don't speak English, you will never improve your English speaking. It's very simple. It's as simple as that. You can't expect to improve your spoken English by reading a book. You can't expect to improve your spoken English by watching this live. Look at this live. Look at this live class. Look at this. It's very important. Look at it. We're having this live lesson together. I'm the only speaker. I'm speaking. You on the other side, you're not speaking. You're listening. You're thinking. You're typing. You're not speaking. This is not a speaking activity. You can't expect to watch 1,000 live lessons and then speak. No. If I want to play tennis professionally, is it enough for me to watch Djokovic play? I watch 1,000 Djokovic videos. Can I then play pro? No. I need to go. I need to pick up the ball. I need to have the racket. I need to practice and practice and practice and practice until I master tennis, until I learn tennis, until I can play tennis. I can't expect to learn to watch tennis players and then play very well. Same in English. You can't expect to read and speak very well. You can't expect to listen and then improve your speaking by listening. No. You want to improve your speaking, you need to speak. Very easy. That's it. But here's the question. Let's think together. I'm tired. I want to shut up. I don't want to speak anymore. I want to listen to you guys. Here's the question. What are different ways to practice speaking English? Okay, that's the question. Let me start the question. How can you practice speaking? I need your start Q&A. Okay. I need you to tell me about different ways that you think you can improve your speaking. Different methods, different approaches, whatever you have. Ideas, shoot your ideas. I don't know how Q&A works. Okay, with someone. Somebody said speak with someone. If you have someone, speak with them. But the problem is, a lot of the times, you do not have a speaking partner. You do not have a speaking partner. That's that. If you have a speaking partner, well done. Somebody said, how? That's my question. It is time for you to answer my question. How can you improve your speaking? How can you practice your speaking? Devasmita said, practice speaking English by talking to yourself, recording voice notes. Excellent. You've watched my videos. You've listened to my advice, Devasmita. That's what I always say. Speak to yourself. Very good. Speak to yourself. I'm going to make a list. Talk to yourself. Record your own voice. Very good. What else? Try to speak. English hard row. Your answer is not to the point. The question is, how can you try to speak? How? What are the different ways in which students can practice speaking? Try to speak, yes, but how? I speak with Elsa, ChatGPT, different apps, good, very good. Talk to myself, I've taken note. Mirror method, or you're talking about speech shadowing method, in which you listen to, for example, Barack Obama, pause, repeat what he said, play, listen, pause, repeat. That's shadowing. Very helpful, very helpful. Shadowing. Speaking with my friend who's also trying to learn how to speak, that's the perfect couple. That's the perfect scenario. You have a friend who's also trying to improve their speaking, and then you speak with each other in English. That's very good. Speak to AI, good. Friend, AI. Talk to myself, bravo. Applications, different applications you've mentioned, ChatGPT, Gemini, Pi.ai, things like that. Speaking to a doll. Good. Actually, very, very creative. So there is a doll, and then you speak with the doll. Hey, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. How are you? I'm good. That's actually very good. It's another way of speaking to yourself. It's very good, I have to say. Talking to the mirror. Very good. Again, you're talking to yourself. All good. All good. Let me end the Q&A. And now let me summarize what happened. Different speaking communities, somebody mentioned. Here are the different ways in which you can improve your speaking, different ways in which you can practice speaking. Talk to yourself. Now you can talk to yourself in your head. Talk to yourself. Or talk to yourself in the mirror. So you have a mirror, you look at yourself and say, hey, oh, you look so handsome. How are you? You see, you talk to yourself in the mirror. Or you talk to a doll, whichever works for you. Nobody's watching you. It's you and yourself, and in your own bedroom. Close the door, lock the door, talk to a doll, talk to the wall. You may be able to talk to the wall even. Hey, how are you today? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. How about you? Talk to a wall. Do whatever you want. Just speak. Speak. That's the most important thing you can do. And then talk to AI. Use technology, talk to AI. Practice the shadowing technique. If you don't know the shadowing technique, let me explain very briefly. So you choose someone you like. You choose someone whose accent you like. For example, Barack Obama. He speaks very clearly, very clearly. You choose a video of Barack Obama. You play. After each sentence, you pause the video and you repeat what he said. Try to sound exactly like him. Okay, that's the shadowing technique. You try to shadow someone else. Somebody said a good practice for speaking is watching your videos. Watching a video is receiving information. When you speak, you need to produce the information. These two are totally different. You cannot watch a video and improve your speaking. You can watch a video, learn some techniques, and then practice. But again, the only way in which you can improve your speaking is through practice. You need to practice. That's the bottom line. Yes, and then somebody said speak with friends or a speaking community. If you have friends, perfect. If you don't have friends, try to find a community of people who are trying to improve their English. You can search on Facebook communities, you can search on, maybe you can find a Discord community, which we have, and I will show you soon. And so, yes, there are a lot of different techniques. Now, let me show you something. Just an introduction to our academy. If you want everything in one place, that means if you want lessons, if you want AI tools that will help you speak and give you feedback, they are trained to improve your speaking. If you want a teacher to talk to you face to face, not like this video. In this video, we're not talking to each other. I'm talking to you, you are typing. Totally different. If you want to talk to me face to face, we see each other on a Zoom call or other teachers that we have on the academy. And if you want to have a community of students who are also trying to improve their English, if you want to make international friends and find a study partner and say, hey, are you free? Let's go to this room and talk to each other in English. Let's practice English. If you want to have this community, if you want to have the face-to-face teacher calls and Zoom lessons, if you want to have AI tools that are trained to improve your speaking, all in one place, you can join the PUC English Academy. Let me show you what happens when you join the Academy. Wait, can I share? How can I share? Chrome tab. Oh, there it is. All right. If you want, first of all, let me explain. If you want to join the Academy for the next 4 days, we have a discount of 50%. This is the page. You go to the page, app.pucenglish.com/offer. You can watch the video in which I explain how it works. And then what you will get all of the 4 courses and all of our AI tools and our live lessons and our community. There are 2 different payment plans. You can choose whichever works best for you. Our best plan, the 12-month plan, has 50% discount. You will only pay £8 per month. That is a total of 96. 50% discount. This is the link. I will give you the link later. But how can I stop the screen share? Wait a second. I don't want to end. Oh, yeah, stop sharing. You're back. But what happens when you join? What does inside the PUC English Academy look like? Let me show you. Chrome tab, share. Oh, close your eyes, guys, because I want to enter. No, I didn't need to enter my password. This is what happens when you enter the PUC English family. This is your dashboard in which you have the 4 courses. If you enter each course, the general English course, for example, you have about 70 lessons. Each lesson is from beginner to advanced. You see, we have beginner, intermediate, advanced, and proficiency levels. And here are the different lessons, all the different lessons that we have. You choose one lesson, for example, lesson 22. What happens inside? When you go inside the lesson, you have a lesson video in which I explain what happens in that lesson. For example, the topic of the lesson is simple past tense, all forms. You have a PDF. You can download the PDF and read the summary of that lesson. You have a quiz in which you can answer the questions based on the video you watched. You can go to vocabulary and do the same thing. We have a video of vocabulary in which I teach the key vocabulary. You can download the PDF. You can answer the questions. You can do the listening tasks. You listen to an audio
Yesterday, Sarah baked a
and then you choose the correct answer. We have reading. You read a text and you answer the question based on that reading. We go to speaking, and here is where you speak with the AI. Let me see if I can speak with the AI right now. Here's the question. What was the best holiday you ever had, and what made it special? Me best holiday last year went to Japan, especially because I ate Japanese foods. And then you just send what you said. The AI will start analyzing your answer and then ask you the second question. If you want the feedback on what you said, this is what I said. This is what I said. If you want the feedback to see if it was correct or not, you open this and you see, that's the mistake. Oh, this is the correct form. Oh, that was my mistake. This is why I made this mistake. This is the correct form. See, that's how the speaking part works. You speak and it gives you feedback. What about writing? You go to the writing section, you answer the writing question here, and then again you click submit. And once you click submit, you get the feedback, immediate feedback on your writing skill. Once you finish all the 6 steps, you will unlock the final exam. You take the final exam, you make sure that you have learned the lesson completely, and then you can end the lesson and go to lesson 23. Okay, so this is how the general English course works. That's one of the courses. Then we have the IELTS course with a lot of IELTS lessons on reading, writing, listening, speaking, all the 4 skills of IELTS: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. We have pronunciation course. We have English for Leisure course. We have a student community of more than 1,000 members who are all studying together. Every day they go live. Every day they talk to each other. It's fantastic. We have live lessons by our teachers. Every week we publish the live lessons. You can come here and you can see which lessons are available, and you can book the lessons. And then you can join the Zoom call with the teacher to speak face to face with the teacher and other students. It's a fantastic place. That is what happens when you join the PUC English Academy. For the next 4 days, we have a 50% discount already applied, 4 days only. If you want to join, go ahead. This is the link. Let me paste the link. app.pucenglish.com/offer. There you go. And I'm going to pin it. As you can see, one of our students is here, Dabas Smita. I wish I could bring you up so we could have a chat together, but I don't think it's possible on YouTube Live. Anyways, Dabas Smita here is a student of our academy. You can ask her probably somehow in this chat. Let me also, sorry. Let me also pin the link up there. And that's it, guys. I've talked so much. We guarantee, one last thing to say. We guarantee that our main focus, when you join our academy, our main focus is improving your spoken English. We focus a lot on speaking. We have live lessons with teachers on Zoom where you can speak. We have community and community meetings. We have AI tools to improve your speaking. We have everything. Our focus is making you speak fluently. I've talked so much. I'm going to rest. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I really appreciate your presence. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for taking part in the polls that I published there. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments in the comments section. I really enjoyed this live. I'm going to try, one of my 2026 resolutions was that I'm going to try to go live more often, at least once a week. So I'm going to keep you in the loop. I'm going to inform you about the upcoming schedule of the live sessions. Every week, we will choose one day and one time, and we will go live. I've been talking for 40 minutes now, nonstop. I need to drink some water. Really appreciate it, guys. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.